Alright guys, gather round. You ever feel like your brain is playing tricks on you, like it's got this whole secret agenda it's not telling you about? Well, get this, it kinda does. Turns out your brain is a genius and a total glitch machine. It does things that seem completely illogical until you realize they're designed to keep you alive. Yep, all those weird quirks, those head-scratching moments, most of them are just ancient survival instincts doing their thing in the modern world. So today we're diving deep into the bizarre world of your brain. We've all been there, right? That eerie feeling that you've lived this exact moment before, like you're stuck in a time loop, or your brain is hitting the replay button. That's déjà vu, my friends. And as much as we love a good sci-fi explanation, scientists think it's actually your brain doing a little double check on its memory banks. See, your brain is constantly predicting what's going to happen next, like a supercomputer running simulations. But sometimes the wiring gets crossed, and a new experience gets accidentally filed under memory. It's like your brain is saying, "Hold up, haven't we been here before?" Don't worry, it's not a glitch in the matrix, just your brain being a little overzealous. Let's talk goosebumps, those tiny bumps that pop up on your skin when you're cold, scared, or hearing an epic song. Now you might think they're kind of pointless, right? But back in the day, when our ancestors were rocking a full coat of fur, goosebumps served a vital purpose. See, when those tiny muscles contracted, they made their hair stand on end, making them look bigger and more intimidating. Think of it like your cat puffing up its fur when it's feeling threatened. Nowadays, we've traded fur for flannels, but our goosebump reflex is still hardwired in. It's a primal response to make us look tough, even if it just makes us look like we need a sweater. Ever walk into a room and completely blank on why you're there? Like you had a reason, a purpose, and poof, gone! It's happened to the best of us. Scientists call this the doorway effect, and it's not just your memory betraying you. Turns out, doorways are like mental reset buttons for your brain. When you pass through one, your brain essentially creates a new episode in your mental recording. It's like hitting save on the current task and opening a new tab. Why? Because back in the caveman days, entering a new environment could mean new dangers or opportunities. Your brain needed to be ready to process all that fresh information without being bogged down by the old stuff. Let's be real, crying gets a bad rap. We're told to toughen up, big boys don't cry, but here's the thing, crying is powerful stuff. It's not weakness, it's a biological SOS signal. See, back in the day, when our ancestors were just wee babes, crying was their only way to communicate distress. It was a call for help, a way to get attention and care from their tribe. And guess what? It still works. When we cry, our brains release endorphins and oxytocin, those feel-good hormones that help reduce pain and stress. Plus, those tears streaming down our faces, they're basically a giant neon sign to everyone around us. Hey, this human needs some support. We've all heard of fight or flight, that primal instinct to either duke it out or run like heck when danger rears its ugly head. But there's a third option, often overlooked but equally important: freeze. Yep, freezing in place might seem counterintuitive, but it's not your brain short-circuiting. It's a calculated move, a way to buy time and assess the situation. Think about it. In the wild, a sudden movement can attract unwanted attention. Freezing allows you to blend in, become invisible to predators. It's like your brain is saying, let's chill for a sec and see what this threat is all about. Let's be honest, our brains are like Velcro for negative experiences. Those embarrassing moments, those cringe-worthy interactions, they stick around like that one annoying song you just can't get out of your head. But why? Why does our brain hold on to the bad stuff so tightly? Well, blame it on evolution. See, our ancestors didn't have the luxury of forgetting a close call with a saber-toothed tiger. They needed to remember those dangerous encounters to avoid them in the future. So our brains evolved to prioritize negative memories. It's like your brain is keeping a mental scrapbook of all the nope, not doing that again moments, just to keep you safe and sound. Ever lay in bed about to drift off when suddenly, bam, your brain decides to host its own late-night talk show? Random thoughts start popping up like uninvited guests at a party. But here's the thing. Those random thoughts aren't your brain messing with you. Well, not entirely. It's actually your brain's way of problem solving and boosting creativity. You see, when you sleep, your brain doesn't just shut down. It goes into overdrive, processing emotions, consolidating memories, and making connections you wouldn't consciously make during the day. Those random thoughts? They're often your subconscious mind trying to work through a problem or explore new ideas. You know that feeling, right? You're just minding your own business when suddenly, buzz. You feel your phone vibrate in your pocket. You reach for it, heart racing, only to realize nothing. It was a phantom vibration. Now you might think you're going crazy, but it's actually your brain being hyper-aware. See, our brains are wired to crave social connection. And in today's hyper-connected world, our phones have become an extension of ourselves, a lifeline to the outside world. So, our brains are on high alert for any signal that we might be needed, that someone might be trying to reach us. It's like our ancestors constantly checking for smoke signals, making sure they didn't miss a message from the tribe. Ever notice how you sometimes laugh when you're nervous or uncomfortable? It seems counterintuitive, right? Like, shouldn't you be, freaking out? But here's the deal. Laughter, even nervous laughter, is a powerful social tool. It's a way to diffuse tension, to signal that you're not a threat. Think about it. When you laugh, you're showing your teeth, but in a non-aggressive way. You're making yourself vulnerable, showing that you come in peace. It's like your brain is saying, hey, everything's cool here. No need to panic. Ever noticed how your brain seems to have its own volume control? Like it can tune out the most annoying sounds when you're focused, but amplify the tiniest creak in the night when you're home alone? That's your brain's selective hearing at work. And it's not just you being rude, it's a survival mechanism. You see, our brains are bombarded with sensory information all the time. If we paid attention to everything, we'd be completely overwhelmed. So our brains have evolved to filter out the noise and focus on what's important. It's like your brain is saying, okay, that dripping faucet, we've heard it, we've acknowledged it. Now let's move on to something that might actually eat us. So there you have it, folks. 10 bizarre brain behaviors that seem totally weird, but actually make a lot of sense when you consider their evolutionary roots. Your brain is weird, but it's trying to save your life 24/7, even if it means giving you the occasional phantom phone vibration or making you forget why you walked into a room. Which brain quirk surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more weird, wonderful facts. You're watching Unknown by Zeekay, and we're just getting started.